The alien girl heard my dirty thoughts and whispered, "Keep going." Ethan floated alone on Horizon Station, the vast emptiness of space pressing against the transparent walls. He felt small, insignificant among the stars. A flicker of motion caught his eye, quick, almost imperceptible. An alien girl from an ancient race whispered about in hushed legends had somehow crossed paths with him. She moved with cautious grace. Their eyes met, and for a moment, time itself seemed to pause. Ethan's mind raced, recalling stories of her kind, of the cursed offspring rumored to be born if humans and her people intermingled. Despite the tales, there was a spark, a magnetic pull he could neither explain nor resist. She stepped closer, hesitant yet drawn to him, and in that fleeting encounter, the unspoken rules of their worlds began to blur. Neither spoke at first, letting the tension and curiosity hang in the recycled air of the station. Finally, Lyra's voice, soft and melodic, broke the silence. You're not like them," she said, her words hinting at both wonder and disbelief. Ethan swallowed, unsure if he should respond, yet drawn to her honesty. "And you're unlike anyone I've ever known," he replied. A flicker of a smile appeared on Lyra's lips, a mixture of challenge and invitation. Neither knew what this meeting would bring, but both sensed that it marked the beginning of a journey neither of them could have anticipated. An intertwining of fates, a collision of hearts, and the start of a story that would defy legends and expectations. The quiet curiosity from their first encounter quickly escalated as Lyra made a surprising move. She touched Ethan's mind. Instantly, she perceived the hidden thoughts he hadn't dared voice, including the private, intimate fantasies he'd kept locked away. Ethan's face burned with embarrassment. "You can hear my thoughts," he whispered, his voice a mix of awe and disbelief. Lyra tilted her head, her glow flickering softly. "Yes, and I'm intrigued," she replied, a teasing smile on her lips. "Continue. I want to know more. I've never met anyone who could do that. Who would do that?" Lyra laughed softly, a musical sound that made Ethan's heart skip. "And you are fascinating. Your thoughts are chaotic yet honest. That honesty, it draws me." In the silence that followed, they observed each other more closely. Ethan noted the luminescent shifts in her skin, reflecting her emotions with every flicker. Lyra noted his hesitation and warmth, sensing not only his curiosity but also the cautious respect he offered. The first spark of intimacy had been ignited, a bond beyond words, more than mere attraction. They shared jokes, teasing remarks, and subtle smiles, discovering early that humor could coexist with profound desire. This mutual playfulness laid the foundation for a deeper connection, an understanding that would evolve as danger and adventure loomed on the horizon. Despite the thrill and provocation, Ethan remained aware of the stakes. Lyra's kind carried ancient warnings, tales of disastrous unions, yet he could not resist the pull of her presence. Lyra, for her part, embraced the defiance in their attraction, challenging old laws without fear. The push and pull between caution and desire intensified, creating a delicate dance of emotions. By the end of their encounter, both felt the undeniable weight of what had begun. They were no longer strangers in a vast, lonely station. Their minds had touched, their hearts had acknowledged a spark, and the stage was set for adventures, risks, and the uncharted journey of intimacy and love that lay ahead. In this suspended moment, both understood that their connection would define what came next, intertwining their fates in ways neither could yet predict. Lyra shared the truths about her people with Ethan, revealing the ancient warnings of forbidden unions between humans and her kind. Legends whispered of children born with dangerous powers, considered a curse. Yet, as she spoke, her eyes reflected defiance rather than fear. "I know the risks," Lyra said, her voice firm, "but I will not let old fears dictate my heart." Ethan absorbed her words, torn between awe and concern. The weight of potential consequences pressed down, yet he saw her determination, her unwavering choice to embrace love over tradition. Their bond deepened, each touch and glance carrying the promise of defiance and intimacy. They laughed at absurd legends and old tales, finding humor amidst tension, a connection strengthened by courage and honesty. Lyra's glow shifted as she expressed her willingness to face her people's wrath. Ethan marveled at her bravery, recognizing that love had transformed her fear into power. In turn, he vowed to protect her, navigating the dangers of interstellar prejudice and ancient customs. Together, they envisioned a future that defied prophecy, imagining a life where their child, if they dared to bring one into existence, would be cherished rather than feared. Every whispered plan and shared secret solidified their alliance, cementing their choice to pursue love despite the universe's warnings. In this condensed yet potent chapter, the stakes were clear, the danger palpable, and the affection undeniable. Their rebellion was not just against tradition, but a declaration that love could illuminate paths no prophecy could predict. Ethan led Lyra through the hidden corridors and secret chambers of Horizon Station, each turn revealing a forgotten part of the vast structure. The dim lighting and unexpected twists created both tension and delight. Suddenly, a section of the station's gravitation field fluctuated, sending them both floating midair. Ethan lunged to catch Lyra, but missed slightly, causing them to collide gently. They tumbled in zero gravity, laughing uncontrollably, hands gripping, bodies twisting, each moment filled with playful intimacy. Lyra's luminescent glow shifted with her laughter, casting soft light across the metallic walls. "You humans are so clumsy," she teased, her voice musical, yet her eyes sparkled with delight. Ethan chuckled, catching her again, and whispered, "You're not much better in zero-G." As they navigated the station's hidden sections, Ethan shared human customs, simple songs, dances, and playful pranks that made Lyra giggle. Lyra, in return, recounted thrilling stories from her people, daring escapes, cosmic creatures, and legends of past explorers. Each tale was colored with humor, suspense, and a hint of provocation. Ethan listened intently, fascinated not only by the stories, but by the way Lyra told them, animated, expressive, and utterly captivating. Their adventure took them to a room filled with abandoned scientific equipment. Ethan demonstrated a human game, tossing a small device that floated in zero gravity. Lyra caught it midair, spinning gracefully, and tossed it back. Laughter echoed through the room, blending with the soft hum of the station's systems. Moments like these, small yet profound, strengthened their bond. Humor became their bridge, connecting worlds apart. Even as they played and laughed, the underlying tension remained. Both were aware that danger was never far. Lyra's people could find them at any time, and the legends of forbidden unions loomed like shadows. Yet the joy of their shared moments made the looming threats feel more distant, if only briefly. By the end of their exploration, they had not only discovered hidden sections of the station, but had uncovered more about each other. Ethan admired Lyra's bravery, wit, and warmth, while Lyra appreciated his steadfastness, curiosity, and gentle humor. Their connection deepened beyond flirtation. It was a foundation of trust, affection, and playful intimacy that promised strength for the trials ahead. As they floated back to the main deck, hands still intertwined, Ethan whispered softly, "This, all of this, it's more than I expected." Lyra smiled, her glow steady, eyes shining. "And yet, it's just the beginning." The adventure had drawn them closer, blending excitement, laughter, and tenderness into a shared experience neither would forget. Each step, each floating stumble, each story exchanged became part of a tapestry of trust and affection. Their journey, though playful and humorous at times, was also a preparation, an unspoken training for the challenges and intimacy that awaited them in the vast cosmos. The quiet of the hidden station was shattered when Lyra's people finally located Ethan. The emissaries moved with precision, their intent clear. They aimed to remove him by any means necessary. Lyra's heart raced, a storm of fear and determination swirling within her. "They've found you," she whispered, gripping Ethan's hand tightly. "We have no time." Ethan nodded, resolve hardening in his eyes. "Then we face them." Together, the first confrontation was sudden. Alien figures emerged from the shadows, their movements swift and precise. Ethan reacted instinctively, using his knowledge of the station's layout to evade capture, guiding Lyra through narrow corridors and concealed passageways. Lyra's luminescent glow pulsed with tension and courage, her alien abilities giving them fleeting advantages. "You cannot hide from your fate," one of the emissaries declared, voice resonating with authority. "Return her to us or face consequences." Lyra turned to Ethan, eyes blazing. "I will not let them take you," she said firmly. "Not now, not ever." Together, they orchestrated a daring escape. Ethan manipulated the station's controls, sealing doors and triggering environmental diversions, while Lyra used her agility and luminescence to confuse and distract their pursuers. Every move was synchronized, a testament to their growing trust and understanding. As they reached the station's observation deck, the enormity of the cosmos stretched before them, stars glittering like distant promises. Ethan pulled Lyra close. "No matter what they say, no matter what they threaten, we face it together," he whispered. The emissaries attempted one last maneuver, breaking through a sealed passage, but Ethan's quick thinking activated a gravity field override, pinning them momentarily. Lyra seized the moment, channeling her energy to create a dazzling display of light, disorienting the intruders long enough for them to flee. Breathless, they reached a small shuttle hidden in the station's docking bay. Ethan worked the controls, hands steady despite the adrenaline surging through his veins. Lyra monitored the sensors, ensuring no pursuers followed. The shuttle roared to life, carrying them away from the station and the imminent threat. As they floated above the planet, the weight of their near capture settled in. Lyra leaned against Ethan, her luminescence softening with relief. "We made it," she murmured, voice tinged with exhaustion and gratitude. Ethan kissed her forehead gently. "We did." Together, this ordeal had solidified their bond, proving that love and trust could withstand imminent danger. The fear and tension of the confrontation became a shared memory of resilience and courage. Their hands remained intertwined, a physical anchor amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. In the aftermath, both understood the stakes more clearly. Their love had become a force, not only uniting them, but equipping them to face future threats. The trials they endured were a prelude to deeper intimacy and shared purpose. Every glance, touch, and whisper in that moment carried the weight of survival, the joy of connection, and the promise of future adventures. As the shuttle sped into the stars, Ethan and Lyra looked at each other with quiet determination. Their hearts beat in unison, ready to face whatever challenges awaited, knowing that together they were unstoppable and that their bond was stronger than any threat, stronger than fear itself. Ethan and Lyra's connection deepened as the safety of the shuttle allowed them to focus on each other. In the quiet of the cabin, their hands met, hearts racing in unison. Every glance carried longing, every touch sparked a fusion of human warmth and alien energy. Lyra's luminescent glow pulsed in rhythm with her emotions. Even knowing the risks, being with you is worth it, she whispered, her voice soft yet unwavering. Ethan's grip tightened, a mixture of awe, affection, and desire. I feel the same, he replied. Nothing could make me turn away now. Their first moments of closeness were tender, exploratory, and charged with unspoken tension. Ethan marveled at her alien physiology, discovering nuances that were both foreign and fascinating. Lyra, in turn, responded to his touch with a mixture of curiosity and delight, testing the boundaries of their newfound intimacy. Amid the intensity, humor emerged naturally. Lyra misinterpreted some of Ethan's attempts at romantic expression, leading to soft laughter that lightened the charged atmosphere. Each chuckle, every shared smile, deepened their bond, proving that intimacy could coexist with joy. As days passed in their secluded hideaway, the love between them became more profound. They shared stories of Earth and Lyra's homeland, combining experiences, traditions, and laughter. Every whispered secret, gentle touch, and shared moment built a foundation of trust and emotional depth. Their hearts aligned not only in desire, but in purpose. The thought of future challenges, Lyra's people, the unknowns of their child, was tempered by the strength of their bond. Together, they discovered that love was both shield and beacon, guiding them through uncertainty. Lyra's inner monologue reflected the merging of fear and hope. Even if our child carries danger, I want to share this life with him, with us, she thought, her resolve unwavering. Ethan mirrored these feelings, prepared to accept any consequence as long as they faced it together. Every night, beneath the alien sky and the stars of distant galaxies, Ethan and Lyra explored their connection, their love intensifying with each shared heartbeat. Physical closeness intertwined with emotional intimacy, creating a profound sense of unity. Laughter, whispers, and tender gestures became rituals that solidified their bond. The love they nurtured was both passionate and playful. Lyra's glow and Ethan's steady human warmth complemented each other, a symphony of emotion. Moments of quiet reflection alternated with laughter and teasing, reminding them that joy and desire were inseparable. Through vulnerability, courage, and the blending of two worlds, Ethan and Lyra forged a love that transcended fear, prophecy, and the vast isolation of space. Each touch, each glance, each shared laugh was a testament to the power of connection and the resilience of the heart. By the end of their secluded time, their love was no longer a fleeting spark, but a blazing light. Together, they had discovered not only passion, but also trust, understanding, and a commitment to face the unknown together. They were ready for what the universe might bring, bound by hearts that beat in perfect unison, fearless and unwavering. The quiet that had settled over Ethan and Lyra was abruptly shattered when a fleet of sleek alien ships appeared near Horizon Station. Lyra's people had finally traced her location. Panic rippled through her, but Ethan's steady presence reminded her of the bond they shared. "They've found us," Lyra whispered, her fingers tightening around his. "They'll make me choose. Or worse, they might take you away." Ethan's jaw clenched. "Then we face it together. Whatever comes, we face it as one." Moments later, emissaries from Lyra's people arrived aboard the station. They were tall, imposing figures, their expressions unreadable yet filled with authority. The leader stepped forward, his eyes locking onto Lyra's. "You have broken the laws of our people," he said, voice resonating with an ancient authority. "You must choose, abandon the human or be severed from your own kind." Lyra's chest tightened. She had always feared this moment, yet it had arrived with terrifying inevitability. She looked at Ethan, her heart torn between duty and love. "Ethan, I'm not going anywhere," Ethan interrupted, placing a hand on her cheek. "Even if it means defying your entire civilization, I will not leave you. We choose each other." The leader's eyes narrowed, studying Ethan. "This human's presence endangers more than you realize. The offspring. The consequences are catastrophic according to our ancient prophecies." Lyra took a deep breath, her luminescence flickering with determination. "I am aware of the risks, but I will not abandon him. My heart, my choice is mine to make." Tension filled the chamber. The emissaries conferred in their guttural tongue, debating the next steps. Ethan held Lyra's hand tightly, feeling her pulse and resolve. Despite the imminent danger, their connection remained unbroken. After a prolonged silence, Lyra turned back to Ethan. "We have one chance," she said softly, "to leave before they enforce their judgment. We can go to another planet, hide until the child is born. Then, we raise it together, safely." Ethan nodded, determination shining in his eyes. "Then we take it. Together. We will protect our future, no matter what anyone says." Quickly, they navigated the station, avoiding patrols and utilizing hidden maintenance tunnels. Lyra's knowledge of stealth allowed them to evade detection, while Ethan's ingenuity kept them one step ahead of their pursuers. Each twist and turn heightened the suspense, yet every successful evasion reinforced their trust in one another. Finally, they reached a shuttle long forgotten in a secluded docking bay. Ethan's hands moved over the controls, awakening systems covered in dust and neglect. Lyra stood by, scanning for approaching threats, her glow pulsating with nervous energy. As they prepared for departure, Ethan pulled her close. "No matter where we go, no matter the challenges, I promise to stand by you. We'll face the unknown together." Lyra's eyes glistened with tears, but she smiled. "And I promise to stand with you, Ethan. We create our own path, free from fear and judgment." The shuttle roared to life, lifting them away from the station and the emissaries' reach. Outside, the stars stretched infinitely, a cosmic backdrop to their daring escape. In the weightless silence, they held each other, hearts synchronized, knowing the trials ahead would be daunting but surmountable. As the planet they fled faded into the distance, Lyra rested her head against Ethan's shoulder. "Our child, our future," she whispered. "We will raise them together. They will know love, not fear." Ethan kissed the top of her head gently. "And we will teach them strength, courage, and the bond we share. Nothing will break us." The stars outside reflected their quiet determination. Though the challenge of Lyra's people and the unknown perils of raising an interspecies child loomed ahead, Ethan and Lyra had chosen each other. Their love, tempered by adversity and solidified in courage, became an unbreakable force. In that moment, drifting through the infinite cosmos, they realized that no ultimatum, no prophecy, no ancient fear could sever the connection they had forged. Together, they would navigate the dangers, cherish their bond, and embrace the future they had claimed for themselves. Ethan and Lyra's journey to a distant, hidden planet was fraught with challenges, but every mile away from Horizon Station strengthened their bond. The quiet alien world they chose for refuge was lush, with glowing flora and gentle, protective wildlife. It was a place where they could hide, heal, and prepare for the arrival of their child. The months passed in a mixture of preparation and anticipation. Lyra's luminescence shifted as the pregnancy progressed, each glow reflecting emotion, health, and energy. Ethan remained by her side, learning her alien ways and combining them with his human knowledge to ensure their child's safety and well-being. They built a small, comfortable habitat using both human and alien technologies, blending the two worlds into a home filled with warmth, light, and love. Ethan often marveled at Lyra's resilience and grace, while Lyra admired his unwavering dedication and courage. As the final stages of pregnancy approached, the couple's bond deepened even further. Fear occasionally crept in. What if the prophecies were right? What if the child's existence brought danger? But each time fear surfaced, they found solace in each other's presence. Their love became a shield and laughter a balm, smoothing the rough edges of uncertainty. The day finally arrived. Lyra experienced labor unlike any Ethan had witnessed. The intensity of her luminescent glow filled the room with soft, pulsing light, synchronizing with the rhythm of their hearts. Ethan held her hand through every contraction, whispering words of encouragement, his own emotions spilling into the room like a tide of reassurance. And then, amidst the anticipation and the tension, their child emerged. A small, radiant girl. She was neither a hybrid monster nor a manifestation of dark prophecy, but a beautiful, healthy being, perfectly blending human and Lyra's alien traits. Her eyes mirrored both parents, sparkling with curiosity and life. Tears filled Ethan's eyes as he held his daughter, marveling at the miracle before him. Lyra rested beside him, exhausted yet glowing with pride and joy. "She's perfect," Lyra whispered, her voice filled with awe. "Our child, our hope." They named her Nova, a symbol of new beginnings and the light she brought into both their lives. Ethan and Lyra spent hours observing her tiny movements, laughing at her first gurgles and coos, and marveling at her unique abilities. Small gestures of her alien heritage, intertwined seamlessly with her human traits. Days turned into weeks, and Ethan and Lyra settled into a rhythm of parenting that blended their worlds. Nova thrived, her presence a constant reminder of why they had chosen each other and braved the dangers that came with love. Their small home was filled with laughter, music, and stories, tales from Earth and Lyra's planet alike, merging into a tapestry of shared experience and warmth. Through sleepless nights and joyful mornings, Ethan and Lyra strengthened not only their bond with each other, but also with Nova. Each lesson they taught, every embrace, every whispered word became part of the foundation for a future free from fear, built upon love, trust, and mutual respect. Lyra often gazed at Ethan as he cradled Nova, her heart swelling with affection. "We did it," she said softly. a smile lighting her face. Against all odds, we brought her into this world together. Ethan looked at Lyra, then at their daughter, his eyes shining with emotion. Yes, he agreed, voice firm and tender. We'll raise her strong, compassionate, and fearless. She will know love, our love, and nothing else will matter. As the alien sun set, casting vibrant hues across their new home, the family sat together, hands intertwined. The trials of the past were behind them, and the promise of the future stretched out before them, filled with hope, adventure, and the unwavering power of love. In the quiet of their sanctuary, Ethan, Lyra, and Nova embraced the beauty of beginnings and the strength of family, ready to face whatever the cosmos might bring. The years passed quietly on the hidden planet, each day marked by the gentle routines of family life. Ethan, Lyra, and their daughter Nova had created a sanctuary, a world where love reigned above fear and joy mingled seamlessly with responsibility. Nova had grown into a bright, curious child, her human and alien traits harmoniously intertwined, a living testament to the unity of two worlds. Lyra's people had eventually discovered their refuge, but instead of anger or punishment, they arrived with cautious respect. Observing Nova, the emissaries could see that she embodied neither the doom nor the curse predicted by old prophecies. Her mere existence was proof that love, courage, and choice could overcome even the most ancient fears. The alien scientists and leaders marveled at Nova's unique physiology, studying her with curiosity and awe. Ethan and Lyra welcomed their attention, answering questions and sharing knowledge, knowing that understanding and openness were keys to lasting peace. Ethan often held Nova on his lap, teaching her about the stars, the history of Earth, and the beauty of exploration. Lyra would add stories of her people, their songs, and their traditions. Nova absorbed it all, her mind bright, her laughter a melody that warmed the hearts of all who heard it. One evening, as the twin suns dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and violet, Ethan took Lyra's hand. We did it, he said softly, eyes reflecting both the suns and the life they had built. Against everything, we chose love. We chose each other. Lyra smiled, her luminescence gently glowing in the twilight. And we created a new future, a life where fear does not dictate our choices. Look at her, our daughter. She is our proof that love can defy even the oldest rules. They watched Nova play in the glowing meadows, her laughter echoing across the alien landscape. In her, they saw hope, resilience, and the beauty of a life forged through courage, trust, and unwavering devotion. Ethan kissed Lyra's hand, a tender gesture that spoke volumes of their shared journey. No matter what comes, we face it together, he murmured. Lyra leaned her head against his shoulder, a gentle smile on her lips. Together, always, she replied. Our love will light the way, even across galaxies. The three of them sat in peaceful silence, letting the serenity of their home, the glow of the alien flora, and the brilliance of distant stars wash over them. Every challenge they had faced, the dangers, the prejudices, the unknown, had strengthened their bond, creating an unbreakable foundation for their family. In the quiet, Ethan whispered to Lyra, his voice soft, yet filled with affection, "You are extraordinary. And our journey, it's only just begun." Lyra's eyes met his, a spark of humor and love twinkling within. Then let's keep going. Together, she said, her words echoing the promise of their hearts. As the story drew to a close, the stars above seemed to shimmer a little brighter, reflecting the love, courage, and hope that Ethan, Lyra, and Nova carried within them. The universe, vast and infinite, held many unknowns, but their bond was a light that no darkness could extinguish. Thank you for joining Ethan, Lyra, and Nova on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interstellar adventures. And leave a comment below sharing your favorite moment or what you think Nova's next adventure might be. Your support helps us continue crafting amazing stories that cross galaxies and touch hearts.